Alright, the Barrens is the name of this map. And welcome back. It is a NewMutator. Thanks for joining me, everyone. And as we kind of start winding down, it is the finals match. The final match. The finals of the tournament here. Myth World Cup 2012. And interestingly enough, Bones steps down as captain of of my team. So I don't know what's going on. Grim's saying there's still sudden death if we lose this one. What are you talking about? I have no idea what's going on. Basically, the way I see it, my team, they're down 3-2. They can win here and then win game number 7, and they've won. They don't need to go into sudden death. So we'll see. Chicken Wire is going to be captaining for my team instead to keep that keep that hope alive. Cryptos, Arsenic, Karma, Bone, Teary, Grim, Gecko, and DP all shown up here to that end. Facing them, the upstarts. It is Southern Parkians. I think they're mostly American, if not totally American. Giant Killer General captaining for them. Kruniak, Grims, and Bastard. I don't know if that's Eastwind or Homer or who. Paris, E-Dubs. Once again, I don't know E-Dubs, who that might be. Browning and Genghis Khan. So they're actually only 7 players. And Grim's my team, I think, I might be wrong, but I believe they're mostly European players. And, various, I think 1 or 2 players in the UK, and I don't know how many players that they have that are American. Maybe Karma might be American. Bone is American, but not too many players are American on their team. They're mostly European. So it's interesting to see, a finals match between these two teams here. For me, anyway. This is game number 6, and because one of the reasons why is just the scheduling conflicts. It's kind of hard to get a scheduled time, because none of the players have to be present to play this match. All the players are sitting, kind of in the comfort of their own homes, in their own time, their own their own, what do you call it? The time, your local time. So, in Europe, everyone's going to bed, or, soon. It's, late at night, and then in the US, it's like in the middle of the day, so it's different for everyone. So that's why it's kind of interesting for me to see, because everyone kind of has other things going on while they are playing this match. So that's another interesting thing to keep in mind. It is game number 6. If the Southern Parkians win here, then they have won the match. If they do win here, then because they've won the match, they are in the bottom bracket, or they are playing from having won the bottom bracket. So they still need to play a few more games after that. There will be a sudden death set of games until the winner is determined. My team is undefeated coming into this match. Crypto's joking around. If we go into sudden death, Recon S2, yes. And for those not in the know, Recon S2 that's a very popular at one point plugin, user created plugin for Myth 2, using kind of World War II units where you shoot guns and rocket propelled grenades and stuff like that. So it's a lot different than kind of the standard Myth. And check this out, kind of a special Myth World Cup flags here. It is Last Man on the Hill. My team does tag first. There's Grim, or DP, celebrating a little bit early, but here we go. Across from them, it is going to be Browning stepping up to the plate, and GKG. DP is going to engage, fire a few arrows, and retreat. Now, it doesn't matter who controls the flag right now. What matters is at the end of the game, by the end of the game, who controls the flag then. Both teams are going to be running in and out and trying to take pot shots off on each other. And just as Paris had predicted when we played through the finals maps, both teams are kind of lined up here, and nobody's going to be able to flank the other team, it looks like. So it's just going to be kind of a standard. If you can imagine two slugs making love, that's kind of what's going on here. I don't know where that came from, but I just watched a film called Microcosmos, and it left an indelible impression upon my mind. So here we have just, you know, not a whole lot going on. It looks like major pus for both of these teams, kind of the maximum you can get. They're both at 91%. That's not due to actual losses. That's due to kind of self-inflicted losses. They're healing of the whites. So the archer's just going to be, oh, interestingly enough, it looks like DP loses an archer to Giant Killer General, and that's going to actually be, that's going to give Southern Parkians the advantage. That early archer being lost. Pretty nice block there by DP though. He's able to regain composure, and but Genghis Khan is going to try to use this hill to his advantage here and try to advance and push DP even further away. Archer's not really good at shooting over through that hill there, so not a bad move by Genghis Khan. Although DP is he's going to try to line back up and try to retake that high ground. On the outskirts, you know, there's Grimm's Bastard. He has a Puskull there, but it is Southern Parkians looking like they might take that flag. I mean, they're really close to it. My team is trying to stay on the high ground as much as they can. That's not going to hit anybody, although it's very close. And now it's Kryptos' turn to try to. Oh, he takes a few. Looks like he takes a couple of arrows. He's going to try to push on those archers there. And Paris takes a shot too. So kind of the counter push by my team going down, although it looks like there's an entanglement here as, yep, Arsenic's Warlock goes down to Genghis. Genghis's pus. Very nice there. Genghis doing an incredible job.
5 minutes remaining.
Almost single-handedly defeating Arsenic here. Arsenic warning my team, you know, watch out. So stuff is happening here in the mid also. While that's occurring, Giant Killer General showing us how well he can micromanage. And oh, beautiful shot there. Who was that? That was Paris with that nice lock shot, taking out those archers. Gecko's going to push, but nope, he backs away. And what is going on? Why is Gecko shooting those fire arrows into the water? That was pretty pointless. Beautiful shot there by Grimm, though.
Flag.
I think that was beautiful. Only got one kill out of that. Maybe some friendly fire, though. So maybe we should re-watch that
flag
if we
captured.
could. 66, 67%. Some other stuff was happening over here in the east, but I didn't quite see it. There we go. That Warlock goes down. So far, who was that? I didn't quite see who that was, but 65, 56%. That's going to be a great break there. And Grimm's going to lose his Warlock, it looks like. Yep, so Southern Parkins all of a sudden coming out swinging, dealing a ton of damage to these archers and taking out quite a number of those Warlocks. It's going to set them in a pretty good place. That archer's dead. There we go. All of a sudden they have control of the flag and this mid-hill. My team is pretty much confined to this area here. It's not looking good for them. They're going to get surrounded as Paris and GKG both have the same idea at the same time. If Southern Parkians are able to pull off the surround, it's basically going to win them the game. there's very little one can do against a surround. We've seen it in previous matches, in previous games. The team that's surrounded generally tends to fall apart, with a few exceptions. I think Thundercocks were able to get out of one game with against my team. They did win one game against my team, even though they were pretty much surrounded. They had a couple of amazing shots, but so we know that it's possible to win, even down, you know, roughly 20% or so. A little bit of friendly fire there. Is that? I think that was friendly fire. Yeah, I guess it was Grim's bastard kind of hurting himself. Kind of a misclick there. Grim control clicking, but not really hitting anything. Genghis Khan with the shot. It's gonna do some damage. Tiri taking a little bit of damage on that journeyman. He would love to get that journeyman to heal somebody. That warlock was looking to block, but just ended up getting killed instead, and these archers got pushed back. Yep, that mortar goes down. 54 to 29%. Yep, that might be the last remaining warlock of my team. That one goes down. No, I think there might be one more. Nope. I think that was it. Well, it doesn't look good. Too bad this is lost, says Chicken Wire, and he knows it. I'm not sure what I would say the critical moment was. I think it was just there was a few critical moments. I think it was DP kind of losing his position there. Ultimately, it started a chain reaction, chaos theory. And Chicken Wire saying, yeah, it's, you know, I'd say charge the flag, but it's lost. You guys have nothing left. 46-13%. It is a losing battle, as this is pretty much all that's left of the puny my team forces. That bus going down at the last second. Insult upon injury there. 30 seconds left, and you know, Chicken Wire is sending in a warrior, but he's just going to get pummeled to death on his way to the flag there. He's going to try to dodge, but you can only dodge so much before you can't dodge anymore. Doing a really good job so far, though, but there he is, taking a lot of damage, and only needs one more hit, and there he goes. In the south, boom goes the warrior, and it's pretty much over. Southern Parkians end up taking Game 6 and the match, 4 games to 2. It started off really well for my team, but in games 5 and 6 they just kind of let things slip, and there's, you know, because they're slipping, I just don't know if they have what it takes, if they have the attitude that they need coming into the sudden death games that are coming next. From what I can tell, my team declined to play Game 7 of this, the rest of the match. It's a best of 7, and pretty much each match, all 5 games have been played. Excuse me, up until this point. So it's kind of odd to see that they declined to play the entire match, and instead opt to just jump in a game, you know, sudden death games. It's kind of interesting to me, since that could have been happening the entire tournament, but everyone has been playing the entire match up till now. So that kind of speaks volumes to me about their commitment to win, as I think maybe they're saying to themselves, like, why play when we have other things to do. So that's to me, that bespeaks their desire to win, to play and win. You know, it just feels like they're doing it because it's because to me, that, I don't know, it's hard for me to explain, but I get the feeling that by doing that, they're implying that they have better things to do, that they'd rather not be playing, and that playing is work for them instead of play, which you know, it should be, since it is a game. after all. So, having said that and spoken my piece, we're going to move into the sudden death portion of the finals match in a moment. But before that, I want to look at some of these individual players. Arsenic, Bone, and Karma actually didn't play that game, which is too bad. I think Karma, Arsenic did play. He only got 9 damage though. I think Karma could have played pretty well in that match, or in this game, if given a chance. Bone, for some reason, decided to take a break though, so that's probably why he didn't captain. But on my team, it looks like Gecko doing the most damage, 79. Although Grim had the most kills with 7. But all in all, I'd say that that's not a lot. That's pretty low. When although I guess 79 damage is a lot. Well, you know what? I think, yeah, comparatively that is a lot. But if you look at the other players, 2 kills, 1 kill, that's not a lot. Because 79 is going to be the most in the game. So I guess I spoke too soon. Giant Killer General, 67 damage for him. Browning, 65 damage for him. Somebody tried to call me just now, and that tends to happen a lot when I'm casting, that some people try to reach me, but you know, never mind that. 9 kills for Genghis Khan. It's gonna be the most for anybody in this game. Yes, thanks for joining me. It is NewMutator, and we're gonna move into sudden death. Actually, I'm gonna take this call and then move into sudden death, but we'll see in just a moment. Irregardless, or regardless, depending on which one you prefer. Okay.